Okay, today we are going to learn about the simultaneous equations. Before we start, let me tell you what are the simultaneous equations. Let me show you this. You can see here the two different lines. Remember, lines means the equations. Okay, equations means the lines. The linear equations having the degree first or the power 1 are called the straight lines here. So when you just think of the equation, it means these are the lines. Now let's look here. If I just take here point, you can see here in the first line that the different points you can find here. Okay, there are different points you can find here. Similarly, you can find the different points in the second line also, or the second equation also. So it means that there are no common points in between these two lines. So that's why they have not a common solution. That's why they are not a simultaneous equations. Okay. Now here, if you just look into the next one, you can see the lines here, they are intersecting. These lines are intersecting. So when I just look at the point here, you can see here the point which is common for both the equations. So the equations having the common solutions are called the simultaneous equations. Okay, I hope you understood about the simultaneous equations. So let's move to the next one. Here, I will give you the different methods of equation here, how we can solve the equation. Look at here. There are different methods of solving the simultaneous equations, and there the first one is the substitution methods. As you know, that is the substituting the value of the x or y. Okay, the next one is the elimination method, which means that we have to eliminate the variables x or y, and one is the graphical method where we have to use the graph. Okay, so here we are discussing only about the substitution method and the elimination method. Let me give you the one example. Here, look at this one. Here are the two simultaneous equations here. Okay, and we need to solve them. Now we are following the first is the substitution method. Let's see how we can solve it by the substitution method. Okay, before we start, let me give you a quick very easy concept here. Before you start, I want to give you the one suggestion here, that whenever you put the equation, look at here, you just put the equation like this way: x minus 2y is equal to minus 10. And another is that another equation we can just create like this: 3x plus 10y, okay, that is equal to minus 6. See, it's not a compulsory, but you can start your equation like this. So this first one, I will just call this equation 1, and I'll call this as equation 2. Okay, so this is the equation 1 and equation 2 here. Now from equation 1, look at the first equation here. I can get the value of the x from here. When I get the value of the x, I just simply transpose this minus 2y to the right side. So it will become like this: minus 10 and plus 2y. Okay, one thing just remember, it's not only the x, you can even get the value of the y, and you can substitute into the next equation. Okay, here I'll make this equation as equation 3. So I just got the value of the x in terms of y here. Okay, now I'm going to put this value in equation 2. Why not equation 1? You may ask me the question, why not equation 1? Let's see, if I put in the equation 1, what will happen? See, look at this equation here. If I put this value here over here, see, it will become minus 10y, 10, sorry, plus 2y. Okay, I'm just keeping the value of the x in equation 1, and then this will be minus 2y is equal to minus 10, where I can cancel this 2i and 2i, then I'm getting this minus 10 is equal to minus 10, which is true. So why I'm getting this? Because I'm putting the value, same value in the equation 1. So if you get the value from equation 1, you cannot put in the same equation in order to solve it. Okay, so what we should do now, I'm going to put this value in this equation 2 here. Okay, so let's look closely. I'm just giving the value of the x here, so I'm putting this value here. So here is already 3. Look at here, I'm just placing this x value as minus 10 plus 2y here in this x. So I'm just giving the bracket here, then this is minus 10 and this is plus 2y. See, I'm substituting the value of x in equation 2. Then here it is a plus, this is 10y. Here I'm just writing 10y is equal to minus 6. I hope you understood up to here. This, I've just substitute the value of the x here. This is a part of the x. This is the value of the x, right? So let me multiply this. We'll be getting this is minus 30. Okay, here plus 3 times 2 is 6y, and plus 10y. Okay, that is equal to minus 6. Okay, now here you can see here the like terms 6y and 10y. So I can just add it because both are plus sign here. So this will become 16y is equal to, now see, minus 30 I can transpose to the right hand side. So that is minus 6. And when I transpose this minus 30 over to the right hand side, then it will become plus 30. Okay. From here, let's get the value of the y. So this y is equal to, see, 13 minus 6. This is 30 plus 30 and this is minus 6. So we'll be getting 24 and divided by 16. Okay, now I can cancel, I can simplify it. So I can just cancel by the 8. So it is 8 times 3 and this is 8 times 2. I can just cancel like that. So what is the value of the y here? Y is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. Okay, here we got the value of the y. Now we need to get the value of the x. So this, the value of y, we must replace or we must substitute this value in any of these three equations here, 1, 2, or 3. But if you look into the equation, you can see the equation 3 is the most easiest one where we can easily get the value of the x, right? So what I'm going to do is now, see, I am just keeping this value of the y in equation 3. Let's look at here. See the equation 3 here. Okay. So here x is equal to minus 10 plus 2y. So now here I'm just keeping the value of the y as it is minus 10. Just keep looking on the equation 3 plus it's a 2. Now we know the value of the y is 3 by 2. Okay. 3 by 2. We can simply cancel here 2 and 2. Then look at here what we get. It's a minus 10 and plus 3, and that's negative 10 plus 3 gives you that negative 7. Okay, so we got the value of the x as minus 7 and y as 3 by 2. Okay, sometimes we want to know that is this value correct, then what can we do for that? So let me show you here. So if you just want to check that this value is correct or not, we can choose any of these three equations. Okay, except the 3. I think I will suggest you to choose any of the two, first and second equation. Okay, here if I just look at the first equation here, I'm just simply substituting the value of the xy in the first equation. So what is the value of the x here? It is minus 7. Okay, plus minus, and what is the value of the y? It is a 2 times, it is a 3 by 2. So that is equal to, it is minus 10. So simply what I did, I just kept the value of the x and y in the equation 1. You can even check in equation 2. Okay, here once I cancel this 2 and 2, then I'll be getting here minus 7 minus 3 is equal to, it is minus 10. Okay, and here I'm getting minus 10 is equal to, it is minus 10, which means it's true. Can you see here? It's true. So that's why our answers are correct. Okay, this is the way how you can check the answers. Okay, now here we solve the equation by using the substitution method. So here we can find here the value of the x is equal to minus 7 and value of the y is equal to, it's a 3 by 2. So this is called the substitution method. Okay, let me explain you the same equation. Let's try with another method which is called the elimination method. Okay, here, okay, let me first remove all these here. Okay, let me clear all of them. Okay, so now we are trying to solve this equation by the elimination method. As the word elimination means, you know that you have to eliminate, and here in the equation you have two variables. One is the x, another is the y. Okay, so we are eliminating one of the value, either x or y. Now, if you look closely this equation, once again, I'm suggesting here, just keep the equation in this way so that it will be easier, because in many cases, it may help you to solve the equation easily. So I'm just keeping the equation like this. Here, x minus 2y is equal to minus 10, and here 3x, okay, plus 10y is equal to minus 6. So I'm just making this first is as equation 1 and this one is as equation 2. As I already told you that it's an elimination method. Just keep in your mind, elimination means just to eliminate either x or y. So here, just let's quickly think here. If I just want to eliminate this x, elimination means this both these terms must be the similar. Okay, it's a not that it's a different, that's a coefficient. Even the coefficient and the variable must be the same. So here it's x and here's 3x. Just imagine if I just multiply this equation by 3, what will happen? See, it will become this 3x and this 3x. Okay, so once we got a similar, that's a term, we can just simply eliminating by just adding, because here both are the signs are the positive here. But we can even eliminate the y also. Okay, you think what will happen if I eliminate the y? See, here in the first equation, here's a 2y, and in the second is a 10y. So if I just multiply this 2 by the 5, I hope I can just simply make it 10y, correct? So this will become a 10y, and here's a 10y. So I think the best way is that if I multiply the first equation by, it's a 5, then it will become the similar, right? Y variable will be the similar. I can just eliminate this one. So let me just quickly multiply this by 5. See, if I multiply, remember in the equation, when you multiply, it's not only the single y you have to multiply. You have to multiply the whole, this equation should be multiplied by the 5. So let me multiply this. See what we get here. It is 5x, 5 times x, minus, it is 10y. 5 times 2 is 10y. I hope you are understanding. Is equal to 5 times 10, it is minus 50. Got it? Okay, now here next, I'm multiplying the second one. No need to multiply. So simply I can just, for your convenience, I can write here 1. So it is a similar, because I don't need to multiply this with any number. So this is just 3x plus 10y, okay, and is equal to minus 6. Now look at this equation here carefully. See, here is a minus 10y and here's a plus 10y. So if I just simply add this equation, so I can simply just cancel these two y variable, right? So let me show you here how I can do that. See, if I add this equation, see in the how I add it, it is 5x minus 10y, then this expression, then I'll be adding with this plus another equation as 3x plus, okay, this is 10y. So I'm just adding. See, this part, left hand side I'm adding, and this will be equal to, then see, right side also I'm adding, and that is minus 50, okay, and plus this is the negative 6. I'm adding these. So left side should be added to the left side, and the right side should be added to the right side. Now here, if I just add here, see, I can simply remove this bracket, because uh okay, I can simply remove this bracket here, because here is a plus sign, so it will not affect this sign here. Okay, now here, see, I can take the like terms, 5x plus 3x, it will become the 8x, right? And here minus 10y and plus 10, so I can cancel it. So this will be equal to now here minus 50, and here plus negative and a positive here. So I can just write it plus minus minus and 6 here. So what do I get here from here? 8x is equal to minus 56. See here, it's 8x is equal to minus 56. So now x will be equal to minus 56 divided by 8. So 8 times 7. So it will become as x is equal to minus 7. So this is the only the rough side I have done it, just to make you understand. But here, when you look in the vertical way, see, we can just simply cancel this one, okay? This is a negative and plus. We are adding the equation. That's why I'm just simply canceling this minus 10y and plus 10y. And here, these are adding. So 5x plus 3x, which will become 8x here. So left side is added here. And here, minus 50 and minus 6, both are adding. So both are negative here, negative here. So it will become minus 56. Okay? See, exactly the same. If you're not understood, you can see this side. Here, and here x will be equal to, now it is minus 56 divided by 8, okay, and x will be equal to, now it is minus 8 times 7, so that will be equal to minus 7. So here we got the value of the x. Now what should I do in order to get the value of the y? As in the substitution method, we must just substitute this value in any of the equation here, either in 1 or in 2, okay, any of the equation. So let me put here the equation. If I put the value of the x in equation 1, what do I get here from here? See, just concentrate on this equation, okay? If I put the value of the x here, then I'll be getting here value of the x is minus 7, and then minus 2y, and this will be equal to minus 10. I hope you are understanding, okay? Or if I just look at here, I just want to find a value of the y. So I just writing this minus 2y here, and I'm transposing the minus 7 to the right side. So this will become minus 10, and this will become plus 7, okay? Okay, or here it's a minus 2y is equal to, here look at here, it's a negative 10 and positive 7. So minus 10 plus 7 gives you the minus 3. Or y will be equal to, there is a minus 3 divided by minus 2. And when I cancel minus and minus, then we'll be getting y is equal to 3 by 2. As we have already done this answer, so this is correct answer, minus 7 and 3 by 2. So therefore, what is the value of the x here? It is minus 7 and y is equal to 3 by 2. So this is the elimination method, where we simply eliminate the variable y and then we solve the equation. You can even eliminate the x if you want. You can try this later. So here, if you like this video, so please don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe.